back. You know, it's hard to believe it's already back to school season, but today is the last day of summer break for students in the Rock Island-Milan School District.
Yeah, and this morning we are joined by the superintendent, Dr. Sheridan Williams. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Of course. Good morning.
Good morning. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the new school year. What's the plan for the new year, and what do you want parents to know?
Well, one, we're very excited to welcome our scholars, staff, and families back tomorrow, August 5th. We are very excited to be starting in the planning process for a new strategic plan, which will be our North Star for the next 3 to 5 years. Very exciting time. We're also very excited about our facilities management plan and getting more projects off to a good start. We've had some going on this summer and we're wrapping those up, but very excited to be improving our infrastructure throughout the school district.
Now, some of the new stuff, I know you touched on some of the projects. Can you just elaborate on those a little bit more? What kind of the projects are and how far along are they?
Yes, so over the summer, we, on several of our schools, did some of the building envelope items, roofs, tuck pointing, that kind of thing, to make sure that our schools are dry. We also had a project going on at the Rock Island Center for Math and Science to help safety in front of the school, putting up new bollards, making sure that our driveway is safe, restriping the parking lot, that kind of thing. We also had new fire alarm systems put in several of our schools, which were at the end of their useful life. So a lot of safety issues taken care of at the schools. And we also just recently started work on some HVAC projects at our high school, continue to work with our partner to make sure that those are up and running.
Yeah, and so we do just want to touch on, talking about the high school. Recently, we've reported on the mold that was found on the 4 floors of the north wing. And so where do the remediation efforts stand right now, and what do you want parents to know about what's happening there? Yes,
we have been very intentional and very aggressive with dealing with those issues at the high school. Right now we're working, our Werner Restoration was working through the weekend to finish up a few of the classrooms that needed some more attention. And we're awaiting test results today so that we can make sure that those rooms are safe. We've been assured all along that it's safe to occupy the high school, but we want to make sure that all things are safe and ready for school tomorrow.
Now, your new principal at Rock Island High School says one of her goals is to improve and update outdated systems, which is to implement new academic, social, and emotional learning systems. How are you as the superintendent going to help her reach that goal?
Absolutely. So Dr. Ulrich is very focused on the whole child, and one of the systems that is not a new system to the school district but maybe revamped at the high school will be our positive behavior intervention and supports. So she'll be communicating with scholars and families around how to best support them academically but also behaviorally. She's also very committed to making sure that we have a cell phone free classroom, so putting some measures into practice to make sure that scholars are less distracted during the school day and during their time in classrooms.
And obviously, we want to end on safety, because as parents, for us and for everybody else, we know safety is one of the most important things that you think about when you're sending your kids back to school. And so when it comes to the school, are there any new safety measures this year that parents need to be aware of?
So we're really making sure that our safety measures are firm for administrators. So this summer we have we had a 2-day training for reunification training with I Love You Guys Foundation, which helped shore up our procedures when something happens in schools to make sure that we can get scholars back to their families safely. Last year we did implement the Evolve weapons detectors in our high school and junior high school. So it's really making sure that everybody is trained and retrained on those systems so that we can remain safe. We did have remodeling of our entryway at Washington Junior High School to make sure that the Evolve system and school entry is more safe. So that's always top of mind, as you mentioned, really just making sure that each of our school leaders, our families and scholars understand the procedures, especially for entry into school, but also thinking about those systems when something happens, how we're going to handle those situations.
For sure. And I remember at the end of the school year, there was an incident and the system worked.
Yes.
And so that was good to hear that that was, working.
Absolutely. And the procedures that we used around the weapons detectors really, it's really the people that help us with these things. We can have all the new technology that we want, but if we don't have people trained and ready to act when something is happening, that the technology doesn't help us.
For sure. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate your time and getting up bright and early with us.
Yes, thank you. And families, please, tomorrow's first day of school. We want to see you there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, can't wait. So again, tomorrow, can't believe it already that kiddos are going back to
Time just
school.
flies.
I know, but the first day of school is tomorrow.